There you go.
Hi, welcome to Vic and Vern Sports Chat. I'm Vern.
I'm Vic, and welcome to our live DEFCON rugby show.
Comprehensive.
Comprehensive show. It's Wednesday already, Vern. It's almost back to the weekend again. It's the middle of the week. Like they say in German, Mittwoch, middle of the week. Yeah, Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah. Look, as you can see, we've got our ratings for the show today. DEFCON 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I think we had a DEFCON 2 today.
Definitely a DEFCON 2
I think
today.
we definitely a DEFCON 2. Got to talk about a lot of stuff.
Why are we on a DEFCON 2? Because the Boks lineup has come out, and there are some surprises on that one. I'm not happy with all of the choices Rassie did, but it is Rassie, so...
So let's show you the topics quickly for today. We'll talk about the Boks squad and who's in, who's out. What do we think a little bit? Then the Lions tour, just a few information, a little bit on the Curry Cup, just what games are coming up. All of them on this channel, obviously. And then we'll talk about those 3 under-20s that have been invited to the practice squad with Rassie. I like that.
Then you could have taken one more as well. But
you could have taken. Yes, we'll get into that.
Get into that one.
And then, of course, we'll talk a little bit about Women's World Cup, which is exactly 30 days out now, or 29 actually.
A month.
A month starts all on a Friday evening, the 22nd of August.
Yeah, we'll get into that one later on.
I can't do that game. You're going to have to do that. That's my anniversary, 22nd of August. I can't do that. Can't do women's rugby.
You could have your priorities right, man.
That's why I'm going with my wife to dinner because,
costs you a lot for the divorce.
My new balcony could get cold in the winter if I have to sit outside there. And a divorce is a very
costly thing.
But let's start off with the Boks squad. And we're going to start with who's not in the team, who is out. So let's go and check out who is out. I mean, we knew Gaspa would be out, right?
Yeah, red carded, missing. This is the squad just for the 2 Australian.
Just for the 2 Australian.
Just for the 2 Australian.
Just for you Aussies.
Yeah. So, he's out because he's got red carded. He's suspended.
Yeah. Then look, first surprise for me.
Surprise for you?
I thought actually Kobus Reinach would be out and not Faf. Because I actually thought he played well against Georgian when he came on. But maybe
it wasn't a surprise.
Just maybe this is a slap around the back, like I should do to you every now and then.
Yeah.
That's maybe it's just a little slap on the back of the head from Rassie to say, listen, your son,
pull up your socks.
You need to pull up your socks
man.
Put the wavy hair to the back, you know.
Join the Stormers.
Then another Mursa surprise.
Now this is the one I think was very disappointing.
I'm upset about this one.
Yeah, exactly. Because I think Vincent had played phenomenally in both.
And we're not very blessed on that 8 position at the moment that he was playing.
He plays normally the 6, 7, or 8.
But he played the 8 here.
I'm disappointed he's not in. I thought he played really well. This is something I do not agree with, but you can't go against Russell.
And listen here. Like I was saying yesterday when you weren't here, I was saying, you can invite 20 people to a braai, right? They're all sitting around the fire, we're eating a boerewors, having a nice beer, and you're talking rugby. Doesn't matter which player you name here.
No.
19 are going to say, yes, maybe one's going to say, no, you can't do that. And that's with every Springbok player. Well, there's a few I think you can leave out without a problem.
But Vincent, I thought he deserved to be in there. But that's just my opinion.
Then for me, heartburn here, my friend. Another one. And what is this leaving the Sharks out here? I mean, I can understand the Stormers, but not the Sharks. Makatoli, my people, listen here. The man has been an unbelievable servant, but he is 34 years old.
He is getting on a bit.
And listen here, on that position, we have Edwell coming through. We've got
Cheslin, we have
Cannon Moody. We got them all there. And we got from the under-20s also one machine, my adopted son. Also, so, if I have to choose now, it's like my first adopted son against my second. I got, I don't know yet. For a father, it's a hard decision.
It's a hard decision.
Who's your favorite child? It's not easy.
That's pretty easy.
I know who our parents' favorite child was. It wasn't me.
Yeah.
So there we go. Then another guy that is, we knew would be out, Jean Klein, because of his injury.
Yeah, we knew he wasn't going to make it. We knew that. So we don't. A little bit of a surprise here for me. Thomas the Toy not making it. It's a bit of a surprise.
Are we blessed on this proposition?
No, we're not.
At the moment, I think we have a little bit of. I mean, Ox is a nailed one.
Yeah.
But yeah. But look, Manus van Merwe, one Venter. I think it was the right choice at the moment. It's the right choice. Then we got to get into the hairdressing fraction, the pretty boy fraction there from your Stormers, and Neetling.
Yeah, we thought Neetling was.
We knew, guys, you can go back watch the tape. Yesterday, I said Neetling would be out. I also said that the other oak will be out. Even Roos, the surfers are out with their wavy hair.
With their wavy hair, I don't.
They can join Faf in the hairdressing salon now.
Rassie doesn't like Evan Roos.
I don't know. I don't think
there's something there. There's something there. I think Evan pissed him off somehow. I don't know how, but Evan did though.
Then another Stormer that we knew wasn't going to make it, or we thought wasn't going to make it, was Salman Morad.
Yeah.
But I was listening to I can't remember which ex-South African it was, and he was explaining why Salman Morad should be in the team because he's such a versatile player and a leader. Yeah, but it's not over. It's not for Bay. It's for Bay.
It's not. You're not dead out the water forever.
No, and then we did know that Lukanya wasn't going to make it.
He wasn't in this corner. He is injured, so.
Yeah, he was injured, so we knew that.
Ooh, thank you for that one. N1 GH Crawler.
Yes, he has to rest. Yeah,
he has to rest.
He has to rest 2 weeks. I don't know why he didn't play so much rugby lately, but yeah, look, it's just that thing. Then, surprise, surprise, let's talk about the boys that are not out, but some surprise that we thought were in. We're going to name 2 players that are in that are surprise for us, and then we'll get into the rest of the team. I was surprised with this nomination. Jean-Luc Dupree, I was surprised he was in.
I was surprised, but if you look at it, we're very short at that number 8 position.
Yeah, okay.
Evan Roos is not there. Ken Hardenholm is not there.
Injured.
So somebody has to play number 8. No, Mar's not happy.
Mar's not happy. Well, like I said, there's 60 million South Africans that all think they're the fucking coach of the Springboks.
Yep.
They all have an opinion, like everybody has an arsehole. They all have an opinion. And
same as us. Man.
There's going to be 6. Listen here. I guarantee you, I go to a stadium now in South Africa. I'll take 5,000 Springbok fans. I'll give them a list and I'll say, make your 37-man squad.
Oh, everyone's
there'll be 5,000 37-man squads. The combinations will be so much, no one will get the same one as Rassie.
Yeah.
So it's just not possible.
But listen here, he's in because I think we're short on that number 8 position.
Then it's a big surprise for me that he's still in, Willie Leroux. But are we blessed on that 15 position?
We are.
We've got Damon Willemse. We've got Farsi. But who's the third man? Do you trust Mongazulu at the moment? No. Maybe as a 15 and not as a kicker. I trust him more as playing the 15 right now, Mongazulu, than I do kicking.
No, I don't trust him at all on that position. I would prefer to see Aquan Horn there. But that's just that's again my opinion. I think Willie, fantastic servant, done fantastic. But it's time, the changing of the guard is here. Do it.
So let's have a look who's actually in the squad. And I've got to take that out there. You see, I'm not the most important.
No, you're not the most
There you go. So let's use actually in. Let's start with the forwards and we'll go through that list. Can you read that list for me? Or so
I can.
Okay, there you go. So look, Lut de Ark is in. Peter Steph de Toy is in. Jean-Luc Dupree, as we mentioned, Eben Etzebeth, Vincent Koch, Captain Siya Kolisi is in, Will Colo, Malcolm Marks had to be in. Bongi's a lucky boy.
I think Bongi, I would not have put Bongi in the team.
I would have
put Bongi, same as Faf, I would have put him on the sideline. Think about it, son.
I think he was lucky. But listen here, is Rassie being loyal to his servants here that have done him,
so well over the years.
Bongi.
Hey, what about ruthless Rassie?
Yeah,
you've got to be ruthless.
Then Frank Mostert. We knew he would be in. We knew Ox would be in. Ruan Nork here is nailed on for me. Then another man, I didn't have him. I had him out yesterday.
Yeah, so did I.
As an out in Bakalane.
Well done, Rick.
Whatever.
I had him out of the team, but we are short on those prop positions.
Yeah, at the moment, yes.
So he profits for all the injuries. In Frans van Herber's out.
Yeah.
Gerard Steenkamp is out. Thomas de Toy had to go out. Trevor Nkane, also on the fridges there, also out. Yeah.
Then, of course, we have Kwaka. I mean,
Nailed
Kwaka's he's nailed because he just plays so many positions.
Yeah.
He's kind of like, you don't know what
Mr.
position.
Trustworthy.
Marnus van der Merwe, I'm glad he's in. I thought he played well.
He played well, yeah.
Marco van Staden, another one, definitely has to be in for me. Boone Venter, I'm glad for Boone Venter. I'm glad that some of the guys that are not playing in the URC for the South African teams have also got some recognition, And then, of course, Jan-Hendrik Wessels and Kobus Visser.
Yeah.
Yeah, because one Visser has to be in because the other dumbass got a red card.
Yeah.
I think Kobus would have been out if Gasper was in.
I think so too.
I think that's the thing. That's up. So we've taken one extra player.
Yeah, but if I could just ask you one question.
Yes.
One player that you think shouldn't be there.
Bongi.
I'd have to agree with you now. Fuck, we concur too much on this program.
Yeah,
we should actually not concur too much. Just an extra, So
Could that be because I have a good influence of you?
No, I just think we think.
I think if I had to take anybody out of this part of the team,
it would be Bongi.
it would be Bongi, and my next one to go would be Kobus Visser.
Mine would be De Bruyne.
There you go.
So at least we don't concur now.
There. Then let's look at our backs. Have a look there quickly. There you go. So Curtly Arneson was going to be nailed on. Damon de Linde's nailed on. Andre Estesen wasn't nailed on, but I'm glad he's in there because he's also versatile.
Versatile, you can play that flanking position, man.
Exactly. That's why he's in, because he's versatile. He is for the forwards or for the backs what Kwaka is for the forwards. Yeah. Mr. Versatility all over the place. Not fertility, that's a different subject, ladies and gentlemen, altogether. Then Apalele Farsi, I knew he was going to be on there. Sasha, you knew he was going to be in there.
Sasha, you knew they're going to take 3 fly halves.
Yes, and Sasha they're building Sasha up.
Yes.
There you go. Ethan Hooker, a little bit of a surprise for me. Mm-hmm. Jesse Creel was nailed on. Cheslin Colby was nailed on. Morning or the afternoon Marnus. Willie LaRue, surprised to get in the team for me. Marnie Lebok, we knew was going to be in. Cannon Moody, the new superstar of Springbok Rugby, had to be in. Andre Pollard, the GOAT, had to be in. Kobus Reinach. I thought it was between Reinach and Faf.
Yeah.
He chose Reinach instead of Faf. Then Edwin van der Merwe, he had to be in. He's another one. He is the biggest winner of these 4 tests that have just been played.
Yes.
He made the biggest impression on me. Him and Ruan Nortje. Those 2 impressed the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Then we have Morne van der Berg. You have to have 3 scrum offs, so it was Morne. Grant Williams obviously was bang on, and Damon Willemse was bang on as well.
Just quickly, Mark says, Bongi, Koch, Sia will not make the World Cup. Let them go now. This is Sia's last show. Not before me now. And it was another captain. Do you do it now? Okay, that is an absolute fantastic quote there by Mark. I can see where Mark's coming from. But I think Rassie has loyalties.
I'm telling you now.
But
I can agree.
Rip that Band-Aid now.
I can agree. Vincent Koch shouldn't be in the team.
No, he's played Kak the whole season.
He hasn't played Kak. I can see Bongi not being in there. But I can tell you now, it's 6 games in the Rugby Championship.
Yeah.
And Sia is 7 games off his 100th cap.
I just, Marnus Ritter, please wait. Good afternoon, Vic and Vern. Sorry I'm late. I was at the gym.
That's good.
That's good.
You can see we've always...
Thoughts on Rassie's squad? No Faf de Klerk, Vincent Tutuka, Jean Klein, and Makasoli Mpimpi. What is the big one to miss out? I think it's Vincent Tutuka. I think he played mustard. We said that at the beginning. He played mustard. He should have been... For me, he was nailed on, but that's just me.
Look, but talking about what Ma said there, look, I will be honest with you. I think Rassie's just going to get Sia to his 100th cap and then it's for Bay.
I don't think so.
You think he takes him all the way to the World Cup in 2 years' time?
Could be.
Well, that's our Springbok roundup.
Nightcrawler says Village shouldn't be there. Hi, lady. I agree. I got to agree with you guys. I must say, sometimes you just have to rip that Band-Aid off. Cut the squad as it is. Listen, Sia's going to take Marco van Staden has played so well, man.
Look, it's 2 years to go. Do you rip it off 2 years before the time?
Or maybe it's a bit too early.
Or you let them play this rugby championship, maybe the autumn internationals, and then you make the cut. Then you say, listen here, you're telling these boys all now, I'm scouting until the end of the autumn internationals and the next year's rugby championships and the next year's... There's no autumn internationals next year In 27, there's no. In 27 there is 6, but in 27 there's no autumn internationals. You know.
There's a good one there from 9HDF2. The whole age thing is annoying. Why do people think they have the right to retire players? Also true.
Look, I always say there isn't a thing about age.
You're good enough.
Either you're good. It's not. You're not.
And I'm pretty sure Rassie knows what he's doing. I'm pretty sure Rassie knows what he's doing.
Yes, I agree with that.
But I can understand everybody's point of view.
Everybody's point of view.
I can understand.
The problem is, we are talking about a team today, for in 2.5 years' time, or in 2 years and 3 months' time. You have to try to. I mean, even Rassie has to project what does he think these players are going to be in 26 months' time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And look,
another good quote there. Sorry, Chris. Sorry, Vic. Another good quote. If a 40-year-old is playing better than a 20-year-old, why can't they play? Exactly.
Well, of course, you play the 40 years.
And if a 17-year-old is better than a 35-year-old, let the 17-year-old. The better player must play. And we listen here. We are all big rugby fans.
Yes.
But we are not in training.
No, Rassie sees them in training.
We do not see how they train, how fit they are, how they're doing. And I'm sure, I'm 100% positive, Rassie will cut them when it's time.
Well, look, you can take 35 players to the World Cup.
That's going to be tough, 35 players.
But don't forget, as we have Malherbe and Cameron Harner come injured now, I can guarantee you, some of the players that are in this 37-man squad now will not be at the World Cup because they'll be injured.
Yeah, a lot of them will be injured.
You got to bank on that. So, look.
Yes, Vincent is on that list. Vincent Chichuka is on that list. I just thought he deserved to be in it. But
he's on what they call the rebound team at the moment.
Yeah.
That they can recall him at any stage. But let's have a quick look at, that's the Springbok squad.
Yes, just one quickly there. Mar says, it's got nothing to do with age. Bongi is just not up anymore.
Yes, Bongi definitely for me is not an age question. He's not. Him and Vincent Koch have not been up to standard.
Yeah, exactly.
And I would add Billy LaRue in there as well.
Yeah.
But there we go. So let's talk about the British and Irish Lions quickly, because that is the second test coming up on Saturday.
It's the subject before we can talk for years.
We can, yes, of course we can. Look, British and Irish Lion, Darcy Graham got an injury yesterday, a bad injury.
That was a good
the verdict is not out on his injury yet, but we'll know in the next 24 hours what it is, but it doesn't look good for him.
No.
So he will be missing out there. And then, good news before the Wallabies. Rob Valentini, he will be back. Rob Valentini, much needed to bolster that pack. And of course, Will Skilton will also be back to bolster that pack. And they need that.
Yeah.
Because if we learned something from yesterday's game, which I'll put out there in a second, where the First Nation and Pacific boys, they showed that you need a strong pack. You need to dominate
You've got to dominate that pack.
Yeah.
And they dominated that pack.
There you go. But we'll get into more of the British and Irish Lions and the tour and everything tomorrow, because the teams will come out tomorrow, and then we'll give you, like we did with the Boks today, we'll give you an update on that. Then we've got to talk some Curry Cup, my friends, because the Curry Cup is starting this weekend. And
looking forward to that.
It's called the Black Label Curry Cup this year.
We'll have to
get some Black Label. I have to make a drive out somewhere. There you go.
It's hard to get Black Label here.
Yeah, it is. I can get Castle, but I can't get Black Label. So let's have a look at the fixtures that are coming up quickly, which all of these games will be live on our channel. Don't worry. All of them. So it starts all off on Friday night at 7 o'clock, Central European time. That's 1900. Remember, we are always 15 minutes earlier to a kickoff, unless it's a Springboks game, then it's a half an hour or an hour or 2 hours or whatever we need. And then on that, so that's on Friday night, it's the Pumas against the Griquas. Then on Saturday, the Lions against the Sharks. The Western Province, I always want to say the Stormers. It's the only one that can't change their name, The Western Province
No, you must just say it. It's much that. It is the Golden Lions. It is the Natal Sharks. It is the Blue Bulls for the Curry Cup and Western Province.
They keep the same bloody logos, don't they?
They keep the logo, but it's different.
So,
it's different.
3 o'clock on Saturday, it's the Lions against the Sharks, and Western Province against the Bulls. It will be at 5:10 Central. And then on Sunday, it's going to be the Boland Cavaliers, is their name? Yeah. Yes, against the Cheetahs, which was going to be very interesting.
I don't know about that, Nightcrawler.
I don't think so. Look, it's very possible, because remember what Rassie did last year. I know we were talking about the Curry Cup now, but remember what Rassie did last year. We what's his name last year? he didn't take the same team to play New Zealand that he did against Australia. Remember?
Yeah.
Because we were playing New Zealand twice at home, and we were twice in Australia, and he left for the second game in Australia. He flew players back already, So we'll see what happens there. It's them. But you know what? Talking about the Curry Cup, and I was looking forward to seeing these boys in the Curry Cup. But Rassie has named 3 of the young under-20 world champions. Remember, they are world champions.
It's coming, Lily B.
World champions. We have this man,
Oh.
Hashim Peed. He is in the bigger Boks squad now. He's allowed to train with the Boks.
Yeah.
I think it's a good thing. We do need that. We do need an up-and-coming scrum half.
Manus says you missed out on his hell of a beating last night with the English, but it wasn't a hell of a beating. It was a close call.
It was a close call. I can't do a hell of a beating with 2-1 on like that,
No, I can't. Man.
Then, of course, my adopted son, Cheswell Yuste, he's going to be in there. Another man, he's just replacing my other adopted son, Makitsoli Mampimpi. So, I always have one of my sons always in the team,
That's good.
So it's not
good to have one of your boys.
There you go.
Should get us fucking tickets, man.
And then of course, the new Beast 2.0,
2.0.
Bartholobele Halakane.
Well done, man.
This man is the Beast 2.0.
2.0. He's just monster, man.
Yeah, look, I think I don't think they make any squads or anything like that going forward.
But it's good for training.
But it's good
experience.
It's good
man.
experience, and I think
there's one man missing though.
Yes, they should have put Moya in there.
Moya should have been in there. I thought he played.
Look, there's a lot of them that should have been there. You could have put in the captain, Riley Norton. But I think these boys deserved. It's just to show. Maybe he just said, "I'll take 3," to tell the other boys, go for it, and you're up there soon as well. It's good motivation for the young guys. Then we did say a lot of ladies out there were telling us we've got to do more women's rugby. So your wish is my command. Vic loves the ladies.
Listen to the ladies, man.
Vic loves the ladies. I do everything for the ladies. So let's go. The Rugby World Cup starts in 29 days in Great Britain. For the first game, I think it's going to be played at the Stadium of Light.
Sunderland.
There you go. But before we get into we can do the first game there quickly. That will be the first game for you guys. That'll be England against USA. That's going to be a big. That's a major battle, because I'll show you why it's a major battle in a second. There you go. Here we go. Put it out there. This is why it's a major battle. These are all the Rugby World Cup winners for the women. And if you look on the list, the USA won the first one, England won the second one, then New Zealand won it 4 times in a row. Something the South African men are going to be doing soon. Then the English won it, and again, New Zealand is twice in a row. It's basically New Zealand, England, a little bit of North America put in there as well. No South Africa on that list. No Australia on that list. What the fuck is wrong with them? Ladies down there in South Africa and all the Sheilas there in Australia. You've got to come right, my girls, man. You've got to come right. Got to come right. So let's look at the pools quickly. Not the swimming pools, but the rugby pools. There you go. So in Pool A at the World Cup, you have England, Australia, the USA, and Samoa. Only 2
Tough group.
Only 2 come through. I mean, I think England's through. And then it's USA or Australia. I can't see the Samoan ladies. And I'll be quite honest. If any Samoan ladies out there, shit on me if I've got this wrong, but I don't really know how good the Samoan women are. I do know England are false. Then Pool B, you got Canada, Scotland, Wales, and Fiji. Again, I'd say Canada the strongest team. And then Scotland, Wales, and Fiji most probably all got a chance.
Yeah.
Not quite sure about that. Then in Group C, you have New Zealand, guaranteed win of the pool. And then you have Ireland, Japan, and Spain. Even the women in Spain are coming through.
Yeah.
Spain, an up-and-coming rugby nation. But I would say 1 and 2 looks like New Zealand and Ireland.
Yeah.
Definitely. And then in Pool D, this is going to be an interesting pool, because I think you got France as the favourites.
I also remember France just losing out to England in the Six Nations for the women. Just losing out. They won also all the games except the one against India. I think they lost with 1 or 2 points. Yeah. So that's a tight
that was a game we were watching. Remember?
Yeah, it was a tight affair there. So France is mastered.
Italy, South Africa, I think, are up for the second spot, and Brazil.
I know nothing.
I know nothing about Brazil. I know
the Copacabana. I know Rio de Janeiro.
I know sugarcane.
I know a bit of it's merengue, but that's about it. Obrigado.
I know that we got a lot of fans from Manaus.
Manaus.
There you go. So yeah, that's about what I know about the Women's World Cup. But we will. How do you say? We will The closer it gets, more information. We
Oh,
will
definitely.
We will do some games. Definitely, some of the top teams, especially like when New Zealand and England will meet or something like that. That's games I do want to do, you know. But that's kind of our rugby show for this afternoon.
This afternoon, yeah.
And we will be back tomorrow. And then tomorrow, I think I'll be back tomorrow, right?
I'm not sure. I've got to go to the dentist. I'll
Okay.
see if I can make it. Maybe, I'll call and call.
Oh, that's a lot of people say that's a good thing. And then I'll get up more into the Curry Cup tomorrow. We'll have the Lion squad. We'll have the Wallabies squad announcement tomorrow.
And of course, don't forget to join me tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock Central Time, for the Daily Sports Show. Have the recap of the last 24 hours of all sports.
There you go. So that was our show for today. It was fantastic having all the people in the chat. Enjoyed it. This video will come out as the DEFCON Rugby Show, and then I'm gonna cut this video and just make a little
short.
No, not a short. Also a video just on the Springbok announcement as a separate video.
Cool, man.
But I didn't think we should tape it twice. You know?
There you go. That's nice of you.
There you go. So you guys have a wonderful day.
Yeah, enjoy your evening, man. I'm going off to have a braai.
You're going off for a braai?
Got a braai.
Are you sure you can braai?
I have to braai now. I've got to go to the dentist tomorrow. I don't know if I can eat tomorrow.
Okay, so we're going to sign off with our signature sound.
Yeah. It's dangerous here, man. It's dangerous. It's dangerous.